The relationship between the School of Kinesiology and BROC began in the early 70s and may have even predated that with some of the other doctors that have probably retired at this point. But it primarily involved our athletic training students. But in most recent years, it has grown to include our OT students, our PT students, our PA students, and our pre-med students, which it makes it not just unique for Baton Rouge, but for East Baton Rouge Parish, but for the whole state. It is the only facility that handles all of our allied health students, which is tremendous in terms of the opportunities that they get, the things that they get to see, and the quality of partnership that we have and that's been established over the years. Back in the 70s, there wasn't all of the regulations that there are now with regard to certification of the trainers. And so they just put in a certain number of hours and they took a test and they moved on. But now the whole academic program has changed, and so there are certain rules about the fact that they have to spend time with team sports, individual sports, female sports, male sports, and then they have to do rotations with doctors in specialties. And so this is where BROC has been so valuable, because so many of their doctors and staffs and PAs are involved, from emergency medicine and trauma to specialties of the foot and the hand and the shoulder and whatever. But the doctors have helped us to build our program to where we are ranked in the top in the country, and our students get incredible jobs and marvelous internships as a result of how well prepared they are. And that is because of the relationship with BROC and the doctors there and their commitment to our program as well. We place our students with them. They assign them to different PTs and OTs in the clinic, and they spend 80 hours throughout the semester working there. Sometimes they get hired because they're so good. I place with Paul Welsh, who works with Dr. Mark Field, who is a shoulder person. And the one thing I know is that when they leave Paul Welsh and Mark Field, they are going to know the shoulder, and they're going to know rotator cuff surgery. So that's, again, another very valuable opportunity for our students. Our athletic trainers are involved with many, many doctors because they do rotations throughout the semester, from pediatrics to all of the different specialties that the clinic provides. So I have this really special place in my heart about Dr. Michael Blanchard. I had a student who was doing his honors thesis with Dr. Landon on the foot, and that happens to be Dr. Michael Blanchard's specialty. Michael also happens to be in practice with Dr. Chadlew, and the two of them mentored this student to the point where over the course of a semester, this student got to observe 13 or 14 different surgeries, which is unheard of. It's crazy. From the top down, there's a commitment there to work with the students, to help them be the best they can be, to teach them, you know, all about what it is to be a doctor, which is what this young man wanted to do. And to have two people step up to the plate, for me, was just incredible. And this young man just went on and on about what a great opportunity it was and how grateful he was. The really interesting thing is to watch the students over the course of the semester connect the dots between their textbook learning and the real world, to see how they grow and how they go from being very unsure of themselves in that medical setting to being very confident. And again, that's because of this wonderful mentoring that they receive and teaching every day. Every time they go, they learn something. Every day they're taught something new. And so it's just very, very valuable for them. On behalf of the School of Kinesiology, we would like to thank you, BROC, for everything that you have done for us. We appreciate all of your efforts, and go Tigers.